Hi everybody, welcome to JilleTarot. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing a topic reading, and the intention is to get a reading that's intended for guidance so that we can obtain greater insight and understanding, which can bring more peace and healing into our experiences in this life, and maybe bring a spark to our soul. And that can help us to experience greater blessings, joy, and happiness in our everyday lives. And this is just a general reading, so if the topic called to you, this is your reading. So let's see what the topic is. What's the topic for this reading? We're getting trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trusting your intuition here with this trust card. So let's get some details to what's going on with trust. Trusting your intuition, trusting your inner voice, whatever you like to call it. What's going on with trust? And we're getting the Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Swords. So it does feel like there's some sort of difficult situation you're going through, and you're not allowing your intuition to speak to you. You're not trusting your inner voice. And so we do have balance here, emotional balance. Something, it feels like you once had this happy emotional balance energy with this Six of Cups. This difficult time is kind of sapping your happiness. It's kind of sapping your, more than happiness, it's kind of sapped your joy. And, this is about possibly, thinking things were so much better in the past here. But there is a new perspective that's coming in with the, major arcana here for the Hanged Man. And this is an energy of a pause, needing to take a time out so that you can kind of learn to, you can get your joy back by learning to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and let it guide you to an ending of this difficult time. So this is about surrendering to whatever the issue is, taking a pause and letting it go for a minute so that you can have a new perspective and new wisdom coming in. It's almost like you're on the verge of a spiritual awakening, but you're not listening to your intuition. You're not trusting that inner voice, that inner knowing that's trying to guide you to how to end this difficult period with this Ten of Wands. This is about an ending. It's coming. The ending is totally available here, but it is going to require this pause, this time for reflection, so that you can have a new perspective, so that you can learn to trust your intuition and your inner voice and start listening to it, those little inklings, and how to get your joy back, how to get this kind of playful, happy energy back into your life. You've been blocking your intuition. You've been blocking trust of this little voice inside that's trying to give you guidance on how to bring about an ending to this difficulty that you've been experiencing. And with the Ten of, it could have had something to do with the Ten of Wands. It could have had something to do with a painful defeat or a final loss that you experienced. Now, and that's in anything that's going on, but it was painful. You feel defeated. You feel a little lost from whatever this issue is. Let's get a card for the Six of Cups, the Hanged Man. Whoop, too many cards going everywhere. Hold on. Let's put the deck back together after it went all over the place. We just want one card for the Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Swords. And we're getting the Seven of Wands. So it is about standing up for yourself. It is about boundaries. What the difficulty could have arisen from the fact that you've allowed your boundaries to become slack. You've allowed possibly people to take advantage of you. You've allowed people to, you haven't stood up for yourself. And that's part of this difficulty. But in a general sense, this Seven of Wands it's a feeling of, being able to defend your boundaries and stand up for yourself. It feels like once you come through this difficulty, you have pretty firm boundaries and you are able to stand up for yourself. And your intuition is guiding you through this process. The Hanged Man especially. The big message is the Hanged Man. So take a look at the energy that you're sitting in right now and ask yourself if you have been blocking your intuition. If your intuition is guiding you to do something, but you're not trusting it. It feels, whatever it's guiding you to do, whether that's firm up your boundaries, not allow yourself to be stabbed in the back or walked all over, and it's almost like you don't feel strong enough or trustful enough of how to do. You're afraid that that's not the answer, but it does feel like your intuition is trying to get in touch with you and trying to guide you through that and telling you that that's the best course of action, is to have firm boundaries and stand up for yourself. Don't allow people, if somebody stabbed you in the back, allow your intuition and trust your intuition on how to guide you correctly through these issues that you're having. So let's see let's get 3 more cards here. We're getting the Hermit, Judgment, and the Three of Pentacles. So 2 big messages coming in. And how can you move through this with more grace and ease? Back to the Hanged Man energy, some soul searching. Shine a light on this trust of your intuition. Shine a light on your inner knowing. Hermit is a very big message, also in line with the Hanged Man. It is taking a time out, pulling your energy inward to do some soul searching, to get back in touch and in trust with your intuition, your inner voice here. With the Hermit, it is about introspection and drawing your energy inward for clarity, and also a quest for spiritual truth. And, spending some time looking into those issues that you have with trusting your inner voice and your intuition is actually going to help you move through this issue, this difficult time, with more grace and more ease. And it is major arcana, so it is a big message about soul searching and getting in touch with your authentic self. And that could come back to feeling walked all over, and people taking advantage of your boundaries, your boss, your job, whatever that situation is. The Hermit card leads to trusting your intuition, and you can then have these firm boundaries. Like I said, right here with the Hangman, you're on the verge of a spiritual awakening, and taking the time out to do some soul searching is when you come into this spiritual truth of trusting your intuition, your inner voice, and knowing that it's going to guide you correctly. And what's the lesson you're learning from this cycle? To trust your intuition. It's an awakening to your intuition, that inner voice that's trying to tell you something, that's trying to guide you through the best possible way to bring about an ending of this difficult time. And Judgment is another major arcana, and it's a call to a new way of life with firmer boundaries, less difficulties because of standing up for yourself, and firmer boundaries. And pay attention to the signs that are showing you the way. Pay attention to the signs your intuition is trying to show you. Be open to receiving here with Judgment. It's all about an awakening. So we have soul searching leading to an awakening. And what's the blessing? What gives you hope? Your ability to still co-create with others while still having firm boundaries and standing up for yourself. Coming together with other people, co-creating, collaborating. And this could be, like I said, you still are able to connect with other people with firm boundaries, and also with standing up for yourself. It doesn't mean that, people leave your life, or you can't have a successful job, that kind of thing. The Three of Pentacles is a card of co-creating. It's a card of apprenticeship. So it could be that, baby steps, follow your intuition, trust it, and you're learning how to have firm boundaries and stand up for yourself. And when that starts to slack a little bit, get back to the Hangman and this Hermit energy, and that brings you back to where you were. You're not losing ground, just a little hiccup and you're back to where you were. But the blessing is, what gives you hope is you're finding that in this Seven of Wands energy, you're still able to come together. People respect you, it feels like, with this Three of Pentacles. And, this is about connecting and creating in a very abundant way. There's still abundant connections in your world, and that's the blessing. That's what gives you hope. So let's see, what's the best medicine in this moment? What's the best medicine for this trust, this lack of trust in your intuition? And we're getting fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Like I said, it does feel like with this Three of Pentacles that there is support available. The biggest support is in your connections, in the people in your world who are your blessings. So your family, your friends, could be your coworkers, whoever that is. You have fellow travelers who are also on this journey with you, who can help you work through these issues. And so just know that support is all around you. And whether that is support from the divine, support from your intuition, your inner voice, or support from other people. So if you can connect and reach out to other people, there is emotional balance here. Remember, the first card out was talking about your joy, your emotional happiness, your emotional joy in your connections with others, whether that's friends, family, coworker. That's what this issue, that's the first card out. So that is, that's almost what's at stake here, is getting your joy in your connections with others back. And we have the best medicine. Support is all around you. So reach out to those who you trust. Reach out to those who are always in your corner and there to support you, and they'll help you along the journey. And that's the best medicine in this moment. So I hope this was helpful. And until next time, I'm wishing you lots of love and many blessings.